Hello everyone, this is Corbinick. I'd like to welcome you to my Rogue Company video series. The topic of today's video is extracting the character models from the game. So, why don't we get started? So first off, you'll need an application called Fmodel. It is a data mining application for Unreal games. But you also need to have the game's AES key in order to access the game's files so that they are able to be decrypted. So another application that I would also use in this effort is UModel, but I'm not going to go over that in this video. It's just it pretty much does the same thing. This is actually the predecessor to Fmodel. Fmodel is more visually appealing, so I use that. But I switch back and forth due to um, the increased feature set of UModel. So if you are wanting to do this, you'll go to Fmodel's website, or you can also go to their GitHub and download the software from there. And at the time of this video, I do use a different uh, version than what is currently released, but it all works the same pretty much. Sometimes it's good to go back a couple versions if there are any issues. But if you want to get in that, you just download, and then once you download it, you'll extract the file. And once you've extracted the file that is contained in the zip file, then you will come to this portion. So if I go, you just select the location that you want it to be. So this is Fmodel here, and there's my output folder, and you'll just specify that later on once you're actually in the application. But from there, after you've downloaded everything, you'll go in, open the application, and it tells you if you want to update, you can, but we're not right now. So the first thing you'll do once you've downloaded Fmodel and opened it, you'll go to the selector, then you'll select the Unreal game version. So um, the Unreal version for Rogue Company is 4.25, and the dots are notated as underscores here, so it'll be game underscore UE4 underscore 25. So then you'll select that, and it kind of auto detects everything. And what you will also have to do is um, search for the game's pack files. The thing about the pack files is that you will pretty much pack files are the actual content of the game. So all the game's assets, textures, music, everything goes into those files, and that can be found in program files, Epic Games, Rogue Company, and then you also go to the other Rogue Company folder, then content, then packs. And those are your files that you need in order to access the game's content. The SIG files themselves, you shouldn't have to worry about those. Those are actually just verifying the integrity of the pack files. So if you were to, like, say, mod the internals of the game, then the SIG file would match the pack file that it's associated with to verify the authenticity of it. Um, I'm not a full-time modder or anything, so I don't get into the files, but that's something to look out for if you are modding. But going back, but once you find the pack files, go to the directory, select the directory, Then you'll hit OK. Then these files here will appear, which are all your pack files for the game. And when you initially load the program, all of these will be red and not green. So from there, you'll go to directory into AES, and then you will put in the AES key associated with that so that Fmodel can decrypt the files. So after you've done that, added the AES key, you'll go over to settings and select an output directory of where you want your files to go. And also, you'll see a bunch of other settings here as well, but you won't really have to uh, really touch anything here. You will need to select your mesh format, change it to PSK so that it outputs PSK files so that you can import the files into Blender. So from there, we will go back to the game archives, and in loading mode, you can select all. That way you're not loading each pack file individually to find things. They'll just all be loaded at once. So let's load it in. You'll see Rogue Company, and you'll go to content, and you'll go to character, appearance, PC, and from there, you'll just select a character. For me, I'm going to pick Jinshi, which is Talon. That's just his name in the game files. Every character can be named something different, like Hacker, that's Glitch. Corgi is Juke. Bulwark is I forget her name at the moment, but the girl with the shield, and so on and so forth. You can extract everything at once, or you could just do individual models. I kind of just like to do individual models. So for Talon, I'll get his tatted uh, skin, and we'll right click and save folder, packages, models, and that will export the files into the output directory that you specified here. So if we go in to my export directory and go to content, and when you export things, it'll automatically create the directory structure that's already established in the files themselves, but it'll replicate it here as well. So you don't have to be confused on where it's outputting anything. So, and let's see, well, still loading, but I am able to see the files as they're being extracted. Okay, now it just completed. So here you'll go and you'll see the mat directory. That's not really important, but it does give details about um, it does give you details about certain aspects of the character model that you can replicate as best you want to. But the these files aren't really important. The most important parts are the mesh and the textures. So if you see the textures, you see a lot of different things that can be applied to the character model as far as images. And we'll get into what each one does in the next video. And your mesh file is here, and it'll be a PSK file as we've already established. So it pretty much wraps up how you extract character models from the game. At a later video, I will do a maybe one for the U model, but as of now, I hope you've found this helpful, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks.